Hey, this is Melissa and Janice with Beautifully Broken, Authentically You, and we are just ready to have a podcast. How are you, Janice?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a long time, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like it's been like 3 weeks.
It's been 2 or 3
That is a long time.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, but life is crazy.
It is.
And lots of good things are happening.
A lot.
And I just don't even know if we need to explain them or if I can explain them because I don't know.
We have no words.
Yeah, just amazing things are happening coming up. So stay tuned because there's a lot going on.
There is a lot in the works. But what's the most thankfulness thing that's happening in your life right now?
Oh my goodness. So much. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so honored. I'm so happy to be chosen during such a time as this.
Mm-hmm.
God has amazing plans, and I'm seeing Him work in my life every single day, and it's just so incredible. Like, I'm so thankful that I stepped out on my own for work, and I am no longer working for the state anymore, and I'm no longer, well, obviously I haven't been working in a restaurant for almost a year now. And it's just God's faithfulness has been there every step of the way. I mean, obviously we went through the times where we were like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh my gosh, how am I going to pay that?
Yep.
And just to walk through that, and now I'm like,
what?
Is it completely behind? I don't know if it's completely behind me, but it's really like
we're definitely in a new chapter in both of our lives where it's like we're not like horribly struggling, like really needing to hold on to like all the stuff and have to have all the answers, but
that's the whole thing, right? Like, we don't need to hold on. God doesn't want us to hold on to it. He wants us to just let it go and trust Him and know that He's going to take care of it. And we learned that these past few months,
very hard.
Very much. He has plans for you and me and everybody else. And if you call on Him, he's going to answer, and He's faithful, and He's just, and it's just so amazing. Like, so when I'm going from client to client's home, I'm like, Janice, is this real life? And you're like, this is kingdom life.
Yeah, this is the life.
Yes, it's so amazing. I mean, I can't explain. I'm working 15 hours with one client who I actually started with through the state, and I stayed on with them after I left, and now we're private, and now I have 4 other families that I'm working for, and I'm doing like the most random things, which are pretty amazing. Like, I mean, sometimes I'm like, am I getting paid for this? Really? Am I really getting paid for this guy to play his organ for me?
But it's also a great time to minister.
Yes, it's amazing. Like, and I love it because just working for different families, I'm touching the lives of those families for Christ, and I think that's exactly where, I mean, He knows exactly where we are.
And he definitely does, because there's lots of opportunities even where I'm at where I can't outwardly express my thoughts, but like I can be kind and I can show people that I'm set apart.
Right.
And so sometimes, as hard as that could be sometimes, I try to like remind myself that I'm representing God.
Yes.
It's not about me, it's not about my feelings, it's not about my biases, it's about how am I going to do what I can for Jesus today.
Yes. It's interesting that you say it's not about me, because that was one of my topics. I definitely wanted to talk about expectations.
We're not surprised.
Well, I think in the past couple of weeks, God's really been placing on my heart about expectations, and
definitely me too, because we're seeing it all the time where we place those expectations either on ourselves or on others around us, and we're like, why?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, because Jesus could have had his expectations of how things could have gone.
Yes.
And he didn't.
Uh-huh.
He was just like, okay, you guys, I'm doing my thing as the model, and you're supposed to follow me.
I think one thing that in the past week that has happened is I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to that person. I'm really annoyed with that person. Like I just don't want to talk to them. And God's like, well, you can be annoying too, Melissa. And sometimes I don't want to listen to you or talk to you, but I do. I meet you where you're at, and so you need to do the same thing for somebody else. Because you need to meet them where they're at, and you need to. I mean, our ultimate goal as a Christian is to be Christ-like, right?
Right.
So he's like, how is that Christ-like? By you saying they're being annoying and I don't want to talk to them. Like, is that Christ-like? I don't say that to you.
Those are the people that need us the most.
Right.
Yeah. Like, because in the world, like, we don't want that. You know, we do have our own expectations, and so does the world for that matter. But we live in the world, but we're not of it.
Mm-hmm.
We have temporary fleshly skin bodies.
Yeah, we want people to see Christ through us. I love that song. Let them see see you through me.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. I love that. I want that every single day. I want people to be like, why are you so different? I mean, I have had that question several times.
Me as well.
I mean, I can be crazy, but
me as well.
Crazy for Jesus.
Yes.
Right? I mean, come on. There's no other way to be.
There really isn't. There's no other way to be.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I've definitely been learning a few times in the last couple weeks, like, okay, Melissa, drop your expectations. Right. Seriously.
But he's always teaching us new things in a new way. Or old things in a new way. Like, he never stops trying to teach us. Yeah. He always meets us where we are, and he's like, okay, do you think you're ready now? Like, he knows if we are or not.
Like, I'm trying to tell you this in a different way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of like toddlers, right?
Yeah.
Like, no means no, but not to a toddler.
Right.
They gotta learn.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, I mean, I love the fact that he speaks to us in different ways. And so what we think is impossible, he makes possible because he gives us different perspectives.
He does.
He's like, for example, I'm having a car issue and prayed over the car. I was like, God, I know you can heal this car. I believe in you. I've seen you do this before, which I have. Mm-hmm. And so I know you're going to do it again. Did not heal the car. But I was like, okay, well, you know what? But in that moment, showed me a different way. Showed me, Melissa, I'm not going to heal this car because you want me to. I can, but I'm not going to. I'm going to provide a way for you to pay for the car to be fixed. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you a different way. And so I think we just have to be
We get stuck in our ways.
Yeah, and we have to be open to it.
We've seen it done before. And I think that's goes along with good intentions. Mm-hmm. People always have good intentions when they give us opinions or advice. Like, oh, this is how I did it. But it's not the way that God does it.
Right.
God does it different every time for every person.
Correct.
It's never going to be exactly the same.
It's true.
And so I think with the expectations, we definitely learn a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
When we have seen his faithfulness and when we haven't seen any answered prayer.
Yeah.
Because it's in those prayers that we do pray that he's building us and preparing us for the next thing.
So sometimes do you think his unanswered prayer or his silence is actually an answered prayer?
Probably.
Because it's growing your faith. It's growing your perseverance. It's trusting him even if in the situation, and like it's bringing about patience and and some more of the fruit of the Spirit.
Right. And I think it also is a lot about, like, he protects us from ourselves.
Yes.
Because if we got every prayer we asked for.
Which
Let's be
thankfully
honest.
We have not.
Right. Let's be honest, we don't always have pure motives in those. Like,
right.
With your example, we could be annoyed with someone and be like, Lord, you really need to take that person away from me. But he doesn't want to do that.
It's like, no, I'm going to grow you.
Yeah, you need to go
You need to
through
learn how to deal with this.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And that can lead into our next point. Let's talk about growing pains.
Oh, wonderful.
I love the analogy that one time you were like, I'm just so exhausted and tired and I don't understand why. And I was like, well, you know what? Let's just think about it this way. You think about a toddler or an infant growing or just growing, getting taller or in stature, right? Like how painful and tired and weak are they, and want to sleep all the time. But when it's like the same thing when you're growing spiritually. It's like very much parallel to your physical body, right?
Right.
So interesting.
It is very interesting because that happens every day.
That's funny.
It is, but growing pains, they do. Let's be honest, they stink.
They do.
But it's necessary. It's preparation.
You're like, I don't know why I'm so exhausted and so tired, and I'm like, let's just think back to the last week, or let's think back to the last day. What's happened in the last day? Oh yeah, a lot of spiritual things have happened in the last day. So
spiritual warfare. Yeah.
Let's just say that's probably why we're experiencing these pains.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because I can always pinpoint it when from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me, I'm like, you gotta be accountable. Like I can't see it for myself. But
right.
But yeah, that's what sisters are for.
Interesting. Yes. So what else is going on in the life of? So what's going on in the life of Janice? You asked me about mine. What's new with you?
Well, I also have been dealing with expectations and learning how to drop those and just learning to embrace where God has me right now.
Right.
Be thankful every single day for being able to choose me and to choose us to do what we do.
Right.
Like we don't have all the answers. We don't need all the answers, but God still can use us right where we are doing what we're doing.
Yeah. So another one of the expectation things that I think God was really working on me, but He's actually working on both of us, is we hold these Monday night events, and we open them up to the community, and we ask people just to come out and visit with us, talk with us. We will talk about whatever subjects. We'll talk about the ministry. We'll talk about whatever. And so we're expecting like, oh, we're going to get like 50 people in one night, but really in reality, just show up. God's just wanting us to show up and be obedient. Right. And then He's like, okay, maybe I'll send one person, but we have to be okay with that. Right.
Right. Well, I think we developed that over at least the first month where,
yes.
We were like, oh, we don't know if we're getting anybody today, but that's fine. We'll just plan.
Yeah.
And sometimes that was needed. Like we needed to just whatever. Like we had great intentions, but God changes our plans.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but it's starting to become more of like routine and like consistent for us to be consistent to the community.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think that's the most important part of that.
Yeah, it's like God is like, are you going to be obedient to me today? You said you were going to go to this place from 7 until 8:30, so you have to stay there from 7 until 8:30. And I'm like, but I have all this other stuff that I could do. But I need you to be consistent. You're going to be. You said you're going to be obedient.
Trust me in all the things.
Yes.
And that's hard to do sometimes when when it is just us and God. But I mean, It's how it works.
Yeah.
So, but we do find ourselves very blessed when we do have those who do show.
Yes, it's been amazing.
That's a God thing.
Absolutely. And it helped us shape that prayer of like, God, you are going to bring whoever needs to be here, and let us talk to them or minister to them or whatever, or let them minister to us, because that happens a lot too.
That does, yeah. And that's the point of community. That's the point of authentic community, is that we are there for each other, and we lift each other up. We pray for each other, and try to help them in their faith.
Very true. Yes. All right. Well, I think that was good for now. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was so great to be back, right? I feel like it's been way longer than 3 weeks or 2 weeks even. I feel like it's been like 6.
It always feels longer.
I know. Well, you know, it's because God is doing so many amazing things.
And we see so much every day.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want more information about our Monday night events, we would love to connect and talk to you. Thank you.